I got home late that night. My wife was still awake and served me the dinner. I held her hand and said to her, "I have got something to tell you." She did not ask me what it was and sat by me. We both ate, and I noticed she was already too sad to hear something from me. Finally, I broke the silence and I said, "I am going to divorce you." She was numbed and said, "But why?" I said, "Don't act like you don't know. It's not working between us," she said. "So you realize that after 10 years of our marriage?" I got angry and told her the truth. Yes, and that's because I met Jane now and realized how a relationship can be. She kept quiet and I went to my room. Next morning, when I woke up, she was still there. She came to me and said, "I am ready for the divorce, but before that, you have to agree upon a few conditions." I got very happy and was ready to do anything. She said, "I don't want any money allowance from you. I want you to divorce me after a month. Until our divorce, every morning you have to lift me up from our bedroom to the front door." I thought she had gone crazy. Well, I could have accepted anything to get a divorce from her. Later, I went to my office and told Jane about my wife's condition. We both laughed and she took pity on her. So, when I carried her out the first day, we both felt clumsy. Our son clapped, seeing both of us like this. She closed her eyes and said to me in the ears, "Don't tell our son about our divorce." I nodded, but felt pain inside. On the second day, both of us acted much more easily. She leaned on my chest. I could even smell her fragrance. I realized I hadn't looked at her face for years. She seemed quiet, old. Definitely our marriage had taken its toll on her. On the fourth day, I realized what I had done to this beautiful woman who had spent 10 years of her life loving me. On the fifth day, I felt a sense of intimacy returning between us. Later, I realized she had grown so thin and meeker. The last day, when I picked her up, I could hardly move a step. That day, I jumped out of my car swiftly and walked upstairs. I went to Jane and said, "Sorry, Jane, I do not want the divorce anymore." I realized in these days that my marriage life was boring, probably because I did not value the little details of my life. I did not love her anymore. She gave me a loud slap and slammed the door. I rushed home and picked a bucket of flowers on my way to see my sweet wife. I ran upstairs only to find my wife in bed dead. My wife had been fighting cancer for months, and I was so busy with Jane not to notice. She knew that she would die soon, so she wanted that our son had a positive impression of our marriage life. The small details of your life are what matters to keep a relationship going. You should know better.